Okay, so I'm going to show you my daily makeup routine. It's pretty easy. I don't wear a lot of makeup day to day, but there's a few things that I pretty much always wear. And this is my first video, so I'm a little weirded out, and hopefully it doesn't turn out too badly, but we'll see. So I'm going to start with primer, and I use the Too Faced Primed and Poreless right now. And just do a little bit of that under my eyes so that my concealer has something to stick to. And anywhere I get greasy, so my forehead, my nose, and my cheeks. And then I'm going to use a little bit of concealer because I get dark circles under my eyes. And I'm using MAC Select Moisture Cover. And I do that mostly just kind of toward the inside. And then fan it out a little bit. I know there's probably brushes you can use for this, but I just use my fingers for blending mostly. And I'm going to do a little bit on the sides of my nose too, because it gets kind of reddish. And just blend that in. And I have a zit on my forehead, but I'm wearing my bangs down, so I'm not really going to bother with it. And then for foundation, I use MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. It's a pressed powder. And I just switched to a lighter one because I think I paled out a little bit over the winter. And I'm using a MAC Kabuki brush to apply it. Just kind of follow the contours of my face pretty much. And then buff it out in circles. And I just go over everything because I'm not really going to wear very much eyeshadow or anything else. And bring it down onto my neck a little bit so it blends. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply my blush. And I use this one by Tarina Tarantino that I really like. It's the Doll Skin Cheek. And I forget the name of this one, but something Rose. I'll look it up later and post a link to it or something. And I'm just using this cheap kabuki brush that I got at Forever 21, but it's synthetic and it's really fluffy, so it works well for blush. And I'm kind of blush crazy right now, so I apply it kind of to my whole cheek and temple area. You don't want very much blush on the brush because you don't want to look too crazy, but I don't mind looking a little crazy. And then I'm going to start a little bit of eyeshadow. And this one's a highlighter. It's called Aspen Summit and it's by Sephora. I just have a little one. And I'm going to do that under my eyebrows. And then blend that down a little bit. And then on the inside corner of my eye. And blend it a little bit. I think that just makes me look a little bit more awake, kind of gets rid of that darkness a little bit more. I can use all the looking awake that I can get. I'm usually not very awake. And I can't find my favorite eyeshadow that I normally wear, and and it's by Urban Decay. It's called Woodstock. It's a really nice pink color. When I do wear eyeshadow, that's usually what I wear, but I'm just going to use this one today. It's called Gash. It's also by Urban Decay. I'm just going to do that on the outside corner of my eye. Bring it into the crease a little bit. My computer's trying to turn off right now. There we go. And then blend that into the highlighter that I just used. And do the same thing on the other side. I wasn't going to do my eyebrows today because I'm wearing my bangs down and they totally cover my eyebrows, but I might as well show you what I would be doing. Using the Bare Minerals powder, eyebrow powder. This one's just called Brunette, and the brow brush, there it is, it's by Bare Minerals too. It's really stiff, which I like for the loose powder. And my friend Rachel, who has a blog that I've talked about a lot of times called Snark Tart, turned me on to this. My eyebrows are pretty dark and kind of full anyway, so I'm not really going to do too much. Mostly just this outside part, fill it in a little, and the top. You really don't need much powder at all. I'm tapping it off. But that just kind of fills in where it's a little bit sparse. And we're done with that. Next I'm going to curl my eyelashes before I do the eyeliner, because I find that if I do it after the eyeliner, it smudges it and the eyeliner starts coming off. So go ahead and do that. This is just an eyelash curler by Revlon. It's okay. It's probably not the best one you can get, but I've definitely used worse. Curling your eyelashes just helps make you look more awake too, I think. So this is the part I get asked about a lot. I was going to show you the bottle, but my friend Eric painted on it. It's by Maybelline. It's a liquid eyeliner. And this one actually has a brush tip. I don't know if you can see that. I know a lot of people that prefer the felt tip, but I feel like you just get a little bit more control over how thick the line is with the brush tip once you get used to it. So I'm going to wipe that off so there's not too much on there. And then I just do the outside half. I have to get a little bit closer for this, see if I can apply it in here. I'm usually much closer to the mirror and it's really hard to see in the camera. So let's see if I can actually do it. It's not working the way I wanted it to. Okay, I'm gonna apply it really quick even though you're not gonna be able to see it really. Much easier when I'm getting close. So I just start from the outside wherever I want it to end and then brush inwards and down. So it's thicker toward the outside and then it gets skinnier as it meets kind of the middle part of my eye. That looks a little bit better than lining your whole upper eyelid, I think, if you're going for like a less dramatic look. I'm gonna do the other one really quick. Okay, so done with that. And then I'm gonna do mascara. This one's by Rimmel, I think. Or, yeah, I think it's by Rimmel. It's called Lash Accelerator. It's supposed to make your eyelashes grow faster. I don't know if it really does. I actually prefer one called Glam Eyes by Rimmel. And I'm probably going to switch back to that after I use up this tube, but I go through it so quickly. I just want to apply from root to tip, and I kind of wiggle it as I go up just to make sure it gets in there really well. And then it's hard to get the outside corner, so I do that more with the tip. And then go over it. And then the other side. You really want to make sure you get the outside corner eyelashes too. At least for the look that I do with like the winged eyeliner and stuff. You want all the drama to be toward the outside corner. I wear fake eyelashes sometimes, but not usually, just day to day at work. This is like my work look. And sometimes I finish it with this loose powder from Makeup Forever. It's called High Definition Powder, just a finishing powder. Makes your skin really matte, but I didn't bring another brush for it, and I don't want to clean one of my brushes right now, so I'm not going to do that today. Other than that, just like a little bit of lip gloss or chapstick, whatever. That's pretty much it.